So everybody, good evening. And I wanted to do an album review, an album of the week review. I haven't done one in a couple of weeks just because I just been cracking these last couple of weeks with busy and everything. I'm about to start a new job and all kinds of stuff. But I wanted to talk about an oddity, um, probably the rarest album I own. And it's so rare, in fact, Google does not know anything about it, if you can believe it. Discogs doesn't know anything about it. Google doesn't know anything about it. Um, I'm almost likely to say this is a one-off, although I don't believe so because it certainly looks professionally made. I'm not sure exactly when it was released, although here it is. It's by a group called Lithium. It's simply called Live in San Francisco. You open up the disc, of course. The slip cover, or it's just a piece of paper. You can actually do it yellow or black on either side. Anyway, on the disc itself, it has a 2001 Lithium House recordings listing, as well as a contact email. And what drew me to it is I found this in a thrift store a few years back, and I kind of knew it was jazz because looking over it lists the artist, kind of the band members, and it says, Dave Allen trumpet, Sean Kenner guitar, this guy on tenor sax, but I didn't hear anything about, I got a bee in my garage. I didn't hear anything about vocals. So with tenor sax and all, I kind of had this impression, oh, it's jazz, let me pick it up. Come to find out, this is perhaps one of the finest avant-garde jazz albums I've ever heard. And I repeat, ever. It is just phenomenal, start to finish. Particularly my favorite is the first track, a track called Aries. They all seem to be sort of zodiac themed. Aries, Aquarius, Scorpio, Libra, Capricorn. There are a few others. I'm Happy, 5 strings, 12:15 a.m. We're doing the research on this online has basically come to a dead end. It comes to a dead end very quickly. The only thing that I can find anything about this, if you look up some of the venues, it has listings for where the particular tracks were recorded in San Francisco. Apparently, they were made live to DAT, digital audio tape, between April the 9th of 2001 and July the 16th of 2001. And if you look that stuff up, look up the venues like the Black Cat, the Voodoo Lounge. I couldn't find anything about a venue called Jupiter's, but the Voodoo Lounge and Black Cat, I think the Voodoo Lounge is still there, and they're still a jazz club. But they seem pretty upscale in my opinion. The Black Cat, I could find information about it, but apparently it's closed or something like that. Or maybe it's the other way around, I can't remember. It's been a while since I looked it up. Besides that, the only names on here that I could find any information on is this guy, Ches Smith. Apparently he's the drummer for the group. He apparently has a website. He still has it, and I emailed him. Basically, he talked in his about me kind of page of the website. He talks about having played in San Francisco in jazz groups in the late '90s, early 2000s. Although he doesn't specifically mention this, he talks. The website is kind of geared towards getting in touch with him for if he wants a band to play at a wedding, that kind of thing, for example. But I got in touch with him. I emailed him through that and said, hey, I sent him in the email, I included a photo of this, and I said, hey, I found this at a thrift store, and I'd like to know more about it. When it was made, did you guys produce any more stuff or, make any more things? Because again, it's just phenomenal. I would put it up there. Any avant-garde, Sun Ra stuff, whatever you can think of. I mean, it is really, really good. It's a very, very lovely album. And like I said, I looked it up, can't find it. And I wanted to feature it here for that, but I also wanted to feature it to ask viewers. I don't know how many people will watch this, but if anybody knows anything about this, get in touch with me. I'd love to hear more about it. And like I said, it sort of tickled me a little bit about trying to figure this out. I plan to also, because since it's so obscure, I plan to release the audio, the whole entire album on YouTube. Just kind of upload it track by track to the channel. And so if you guys want to check that out, you certainly can. And I don't believe it'll hit at any copyright stuff because, like I said, if you try to Google this thing, if you even put in the UPC, or excuse me, the UPC, or the little album identifier code, I never know what those are called. I always forget the IED number, I think, or whatever. Anyway, it comes up with a dead end. Google thinks you're putting in a phone number or something. But anyway, fantastic album. I'll put up the videos, and you guys check it out and tell me what you think. Anyway, stay tuned and peace out.